Okay, I'm just going to show you how to get a software program called Audacity. So you want to go to sourceforge.net/projects/Audacity. That's all you need to type in your browser. Then you come to this page, and in the middle there where that green button is, click on that to download Audacity, and it's currently up to version 2.1.0. So download the installer, which is about 23 megabytes, so it should only take you a few seconds if you've got fast internet. And if you're using Firefox browser, then the downloaded file goes to where that arrow is there up the top right of your screen. So double click on that, find the installer, double click on that. Let me just move this page out of the way. Okay, and the reason I'm getting Audacity is because sometimes you find a video on YouTube, like for example by a musician, I'll show you like that, like Airwave, brilliant trance musician, and you want the audio so that you can listen to it on a CD, burn it to a CD and listen to it while you're in the shower or something. There are some free MP3 websites where you can copy and paste the URL of this Airwave set that's on YouTube into their website, and they'll convert it so that you've only got the music from the music video, but they only do them for short lengths. This, for example, this is a 2-hour set, and the free services I know of that convert the audio off of YouTube videos don't work for videos that are that long. So anyway, that's the reason I'm getting Audacity. So I'm now just going to show you the how to set this up. And don't forget, this is the first time I've set this up in years, so I'm going to go through it slowly. Right. So once you get to this step, this one, install Audacity 2.1.0. Okay, click on next. So Audacity is free, open source. You don't have to pay for it. It's completely free. It's free software. It's legally free. So don't worry about it. It's free. Click on next. Then choose where you want to save the software, and I always write it down. I usually use one piece of paper for each bit of software I install on my computer, and then save them away in an alphabetical order so I can find notes I make for each bit of software I install. So write that down, click on next. Create a desktop icon. Yes, you do want a desktop icon. And what's a desktop icon? Well, simply put, it's these little pictures you get on your desktop like this to show you what software you've got on your computer. So they're like shortcuts. So yes, tick that. Reset preferences. I guess you would tick that off if you wanted to reset some settings you've done if you've already got Audacity and now you're getting a newer version, so I'll leave that blank. Click on next. Okay, and it says setup's now ready to begin installing Audacity on your computer. So click on install. You see how quickly it installs. I think it just said it's going to take about 50 megabytes on your hard drive, so that's nothing. And I have used this program before. This software came on a disc with a kind of looked like a Walkman. As a device you can buy on eBay if you want to back up your music cassettes. Do you remember cassettes? If you want to turn cassettes into MP3 recordings. So I have used Audacity years ago, but I haven't used it myself for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, so it probably looks different. There we go, the desktop icon has just appeared on my desktop there, so that'll be how I open up the program in future. And I'm doing this video unedited. I'm not cutting out here and there to quickly show you what happens. I'm going to show you what actually happens in real time. Hopefully it won't take forever. Right, please read the following important information. Okay, so write that down. Audacity.sourceforge.net. I'm going to write that down as well. So that's their email address, I presume. Feedback at Audacity team.com. pt1of2.org. So write that down yourself. And there's also a forum. Oh, that's good. So write that down. Audacity team.org/forum. Okay, so you've written those down, right? So that's where to get help. You can also obviously ask me questions on this YouTube video if you want. Like I say, I'm not an expert on it, but I have used it before. So license, and they just list all the different changes they've made, bug fixes, blah blah blah. Oh my god, that is ridiculous how long they... I mean, who could possibly read that and understand it? That's ridiculous to give that much information. I mean, that would take you all day to read all of that. That really is ridiculous to do that amount of information in a setup window. That's just crazy. They're listing all the different bug fixes from past issues. So obviously you don't have to read all that. Nobody would read all of that. I mean, that's just ridiculous that they'd even include all of that. Look how long that's going to take. So I'm just going to skim through that. That's just stupid to even list all of that. Right, click on next. Okay, setup's finished. Application maybe not. Launch Audacity. Right. So if you click on finish, it's going to launch Audacity. So click on finish. Now just gotta wait. Now, what's this? Select plugins to install. Right. I'm gonna write that down. Don't remember having to install any plugins last time I set this up. So hard limiter 1413 and SC4 1882. Okay, I'm going to allow those to be installed. Click on OK. Right, here we go. Welcome to Audacity. Quick help manual should be installed. There's a wiki and there's a forum. Okay, let's click on the manual, see what happens. If it opens up a web page, obviously I'll show you what that is. Yep, it's going to open up a web page. So this is obviously installed on my computer because it's showing that it's coming from, let's try not to confuse you with any other information there, C program file. So the manual is there on your computer somewhere. This is what the manual looks like. Oh god. Right, so at least they list what all the different parts are. Okay, right, I'm just going to go to something else. So this is what I found earlier. Just by using Google, I found this website, computerhope.com, and then that's the rest of the URL. And it says, how can I record sound from YouTube videos? That's what I was looking at. And they list those two websites there. I've just tried those two. Those two cannot get the audio off a long video, like a 2-hour long video. They'll only work for short YouTube videos. So I got to this part which says get Audacity. So download the free Audacity program, done that. Once installed, run the setup, done that. Open Audacity, click, okay. Open your Audacity program. In the menu bar at the top, click edit and then preferences. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through this and I'm going to attempt to get the audio off that 2-hour video I want. Shall I show you me doing that? Shall I attempt to do that? Oh god, this is going to be difficult. Right. Open your Audacity program. In the menu bar at the top, click edit and then preferences. Right, hold on a sec. Right, so I'm just going to get that Welcome to Audacity window out of the way. So, what do they tell me to do? Click edit. And then go down to preferences. So click preferences. and you get this. Within the preferences, now I'm reading the instructions up here for this Computer Hope website. Within the preferences window, in the devices section, locate the recording section. Right. In the devices section, locate the recording section. Well, that's that. So click on that. And what's really annoying is sometimes when you try to read off a website, the program, see, I can't move that main program window. That's now blocking what I want to read. So click on the web page and you have to read the web page like that. Right. Locate, let me move this. Locate the recording section. So I'm up to step 5. Now I've got to open up that program again. Right. Under device, look for the stereo mix option. Well, what is that? Let's go back to devices. It says under device, look for the stereo mix option. If stereo mix is not available, it is likely disabled. To enable it, open the control panel on the computer. Oh, God almighty, why can't they just make this easy? Right, so I'm going to have to go to control panel on my computer. So to get to control panel, you click on the Windows button. And then there's the control panel. Double click on that quickly. So open the control panel and then click on hardware and sound. So it's got to wait for control panel to open up. Hardware and sound, so I'll click on that. I'm using, this is Windows 7. The layout might be slightly different if you're using a different version of Windows. Right. Open the control panel. Click on hardware and sound, then the sound icon in the control panel window. So sounds, click on that. Right. Let's move that window out of the way a bit. In the sound window, click on the recording tab. Right, so click on that. And then in the blank space in that tab, right click with your mouse. Oh God, I need to move some stuff out of the way. Oh, this is what's so annoying. Why can't people design their web pages knowing people are going to have to be moving this page around? Why can't they list it over at the side sort of thing? Right, so it's back to... So now I need to go back to that sound window. Right, in the blank space, right click with your mouse and select show disabled devices. Right, so click there. Aha, okay. Now I've got stereo mix showing. Stereo mix device should now be visible. Right click on that device. So right click and select enable. Yes, okay. I'm just following these steps on this Computer Hope website. Right click OK to save the sound setting change. So click OK at the bottom of that sound window. If Audacity was open when you enabled stereo mix, close and reopen the program. Right, so now I need to go down there. Let's close this. Let's close Audacity by clicking that red X up there. And just to be absolutely sure it's closed, what you want to do is right click on the bar at the bottom of your computer, that's called the taskbar. Right click and then click on show task manager, and a little window should pop up that lists all of your software that's on your computer. Okay, for example, it looks like that. Processes, so then scroll down the processes, moving this bar on the side, and look for Audacity, and as you can see in the first few things on my computer it's not listed, so Audacity has closed. Now you can minimize that Windows taskbar window. Right, back to these steps on computerhope.com. If Audacity was open, reopen stereo mix should now be oh sorry, close and reopen the program. So to reopen the program, just minimize the browser out of the way. Go to the task, the icon on your desktop, double click on it. Okay, you get that help thing again, get that out of the way. Move the Audacity window up there, out of the way. Now I need to get my browser window open again. Right, okay, God. The amount of steps you have to do something like this, right. Right, close and reopen the program on there. Stereo mix should now be available in the recording device list. Well, now I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, let's go back. See, they haven't listed this in the right way. Right, open your Audacity program. Minimize, so edit, then preferences. They need to have said that down here in this list. So I'm trying to get to edit preferences. Edit preferences. Right. Oh. So that says, well, still in preferences, select two stereo in the channels drop down list to enable stereo sound. Select 2 stereo. Yeah, that's there. Instead of 1 mono, right, 2 stereo. Yeah, that's now selected. Okay. You can select the settings in step 4 and 5 within the main. Oh, it's so annoying that you can't. Every time I want to read something, the bloody program's in the way. It drives me crazy. You know, you can't concentrate because you have to keep moving things out the bloody way. Right. Right. Click OK when you're satisfied with your settings. Open the YouTube video you want to record. Right. Ow. This is going to be so annoying. Well, I've actually already I've downloaded the video. So once your video is loaded, click the record button. So I wonder if I can record off the video I've downloaded instead of having to play it on YouTube. Because if you play a video on YouTube, you know how YouTube can just suddenly start stuttering and plays a bit of video, then it stops, plays it. The recording is going to come out like that. So it's better if you can get it from something you've recorded. So hold on a minute. Right. So I've got this particular bit of music I want to record in VLC player. So I'm going to move back to 0. Let's just get loaded up because I know there's no sound for the first few seconds or so. So let's get this queued up for when they do actually start talking.
Welcome to transportation.
Okay, so they start talking about 15 seconds. So move the slider to. That doesn't really matter. 15 seconds doesn't matter. So right, I'm ready to start recording the sound of that. So click the record button, red circle in Audacity, then switch back to YouTube and click play. As the video is playing, you should see action in the sound wave section in Audacity. When done recording, click the stop button. Right, so get Audacity up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click record up there. So it's now recording, and then I'm going to click play on the YouTube on this. This is VLC player, a media player, just like Windows Media Player. So I'm using that to play back. This is what you should do. record whatever YouTube video you want.
Welcome to Transportation TV.
Okay, there we go.
With me, Mathieu Pazès.
So that shows you what I'm doing. Obviously this will be copyrighted, so I better stop recording anything like that. But as you can see, it gives you waves showing what's being recorded, and then when the video would be done, you'd click. Where's the stop button? There's a brown button. What's the stop button? Stop. Well, it looks more like yellow to me. Anyway, I'll click stop. Stop. Right, done. So that's what you would do. And to record videos off YouTube, get some software called FreeMake Video Downloader. Don't get any of the extra crappy software they tried to bundle with it. Be careful when you install it. Only get the FreeMake Video Downloader. I'll just show you what that looks like. I'll show you what the logo for it looks like anyway. That's it there. That's what the logo looks like. FreeMake Video Downloader. And it's, again, that's another bit of free software. Right. So, you use FreeMake Video Downloader to download the entire video you want off YouTube. Then once you've got that video, you drag it into VLC player and you play the video, and then use Audacity to record it, and then you get the sound. And then you've got the sound. Once you've got the sound, obviously you can then burn that onto a CD if you want to listen to it while you're in a car or in the shower or whatever, on your stereo. Okay. I'll have to make another video showing you what to do once you've finished doing recording, because it's going to take 2 hours to do this recording, so I'm not going to film for another 2 hours. So I'll make a separate video to show what to do once you stop the 2-hour recording, how you save the file. Okay, so for now, hopefully that was helpful to some of you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.